Hello, here we are at number 6 of the morning coffee, Sunday morning coffee, which is now showing me how quickly the weeks are passing, because I wasn't sure, and now I think, oh, I've got to do Sunday morning coffee in the morning. That means I've lost another week. But maybe it's because time passes when you're having fun. So maybe it's that. I'll go for that one. But it means that each week there is more and more cool stuff to show you. Good morning, Tim. Thank you for being our first viewer here. Just letting everybody else put their kettle on before I start showing off all the goodies. I've got this bag that I want to show you so much. But I'm gonna save it because otherwise you won't have any surprises when they come out. And this is possibly the best pack anyone's ever made ever. Sculpted by Mr. Ristel. So you know that's a good sign. So this week I had 2 days off. I was very lazy of me. I had 2 days stalking Vikings and then continuing to stalk them online. But something cool might be coming of that. So I went to see the Vikings at Rockingham, which is down where my parents are. Morning, Robert, Jamie, Peter. Hope you have your beverage. And Dave, everyone's coming now. Edwin, hello, look at that. Exit 23, Chris, it's good to see you yesterday. Yes, so I did my annual go to watch Viking reenactment and take a million pictures of shield maidens, and then thought, I'm sure I recognise that shield maiden, but I'm sure you would have told me. Turns out it is one of you, Jade. So that was awesome, and you're the best shield maiden ever. And now I know the name of Chloe, who is also the best shield maiden ever. I was torn, but I have millions of photos of them in screaming Viking fury, which is ace. So I'm going to talk to them when I've got a chance about doing something with that, because that would be ace. Good morning, David, Johan, Alan, Andreas, Megan, hello. Yay. People are here. Do you have your beverage of choice? I've gone pink today for some reason. I went for Jigglypuff mug. It's quite a decision each week what mug to go for, but I thought I'd go for the pink. Hello, Carol. So the week started off with 2 days off, although kind of off, and my brain was just looking around all the Viking camp going, we could do that, we could do that. Oh, I've done that right. I've done that right. On my next model, I think I'll do that. So it was technically work, but I also got to drink beer out in the sun and hang out with my family, so that was really cool. And then I came back and then apparently worked. So I went down to my family, and then Mum came back up 1 day later and she was working for 2 days getting all that new terrain ready. The terrain which last week I said I'll put that on the website, and I still haven't. I'm good at business, so if you remember, it's all these little bits like this is the pigs at the farm set with some cute little chickens. This is wave 2 of our terrain, which is all sculpted by Ristel, as you will know him from Ristel's Terrain, which I purchased. So these are the older packs that we're getting back into production. Hey Dirk, nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. So they're just cute as hell. Sorry to keep waving them at you and having not released them. They will be out, probably, I'm knees deep in paperwork and admin at the moment, so hopefully by Tuesday there'll be this wave, and I'll do what I normally do, where I'll do a little bundle deal for those lot as well, and maybe a mega deal to if you want to order back and get all the terrain. But yeah, there's all these cool little bits. Oh, there we are. Hey. They, without blowing my own trumpet, totally blowing my own trumpet, they're totally the best resin casts out there, out there in general, but for terrain even more so. They are the same, exactly the same process, quality of resin, quality of detail as the main, the Freya models, the bears, all the miniatures basically, because I think just because they're terrain doesn't mean you have to cheap out, you still want them to be the best. That's part of the spider nest. I should have done a warning about that actually, shouldn't I? Throwing that in your face on a Sunday morning. So there's all that goodness. But if you were there last week, you had that all shared and shown at you. I have a whole basket of new things, which arrived yesterday. Mid-record. I had to record with Henry Hyde of Battle Games. So I think that's out today if you're on his Patreon, and in a week or so if you're not. But that's a long one. That's probably 2 hours of us nattering. Lots of Henry nattering and me trying to get a word in edgeways. But we've got some different topics on there. We started talking about art for a bit, recycling, my tournament days, all that sort of stuff. So it's probably a bit different to the usuals where I get the same sort of questions. So check him out. He's Battle Games. And yeah, he's on Twitter as well, so you can always poke him on there. He's a lovely chap. Is there a variety of spider-related terrain? There are 2 so far, but if you're going to do something like goblins, then there's the spider big terrain. The packs of eggs are separate, so you can put those all over the bases. And there's also mushrooms and little woodland bits, so they'll all fit together quite nicely. I'm thinking of doing later on, when I've got more of it out, some themed packs, so like a spooky Halloween pack, almost a Goblin Basin pack, those sort of sets. For the moment, just concentrating on getting them released. Scratch my hair. Not as curly as it should be. What's it doing? That's the Hyde process of how Annie does her hair. Scrunch it. Good morning, mother. My mum Lillian is there in the comments. Nice to see you joining us live for once. She's been very hard at work. And hey, mum, I've got all this new terrain, which will be coming out in, I don't know, once we've got all this lot packed up, maybe about 4 weeks. Then I'll have loads more terrain for you to put into blister packs. You like doing that? I better start showing people what's in this basket then, shouldn't I? So these are all the re-released older Ristles bits and bobs. My mum video bombed James from Needy Cat Games, his live stream, because he was doing it in the office the other day. And it was too tempting not to. So instead of me ruining it, I sent Mum in to ruin it. So it's surprising how excited I've got over some of these pieces. They're just fences, but they're not just fences, are they? They're lovely fences. And then I've got the back detail as well. And there's loads. Bye, Alan. Make sure to check out the rest of it later. There's lots of cool goodies on show. So these are the first casts. So they send me the sample. And then I have to check them all extra, make sure there's nothing I'm unhappy with. And then I give the go-ahead to cast loads. So I've given the provisionary go-ahead. But I'll have a proper tooth comb look at these later just to make sure. But you get in the pack, this is amazing. Can't quite show you. You get all of these. And they're just so cool. These were the ones I thought I was going to be least excited about as well. Oh no, I've dropped one. It's all over. It's all over. I'm sure I'll find it. Right, so these are all what were Ristle's Extraordinary Market. And there's now Annie's. It's currently Bad Squiddo Terrain, but I kind of want to call it something. I was up for Annie's Accessories, but nobody else seemed that excited about it. I thought that was cool. I'd also think about just Bad Squiddo's Terrain. Because if you hadn't heard of Bad Squiddo, I mean, what is Bad Squiddo Terrain? I don't know. Oh yeah, somebody, Andrew Dickinson, somebody said last week about the spidery bits for Rangers of Shadow Deep, so that's cool. These are the runic, was it runic scenic? Runic tables. So that's the tops of them. Obviously I'll get some assembled and painted up too. These are their little base parts. But they're little altars, that's it, altars and tables. And then that's a little stump for there. And then you get a couple more little stumps, that's to put them on. And that's those. This is where I fill the table up even more. Thanks, Dave. They are nice fences. What else have we got? What other exciting things happened this week? Lil, tell them if anything exciting happened. If it's Annie's accessories, will shows then become AA meetings? We have the stone faces. Look, I'm getting you all excited about things that aren't going to be out for a while. It's pretty cruel of me. So these are just a variety of faces. Little Crumbled Terrain by Annie. That's amazing. Yes. Yeah, so you pop these around all the bases. Well, all the bases, or it'd look like you're in some crazy statue land, but sort of dripped around. Loads of these little... Oh god. Ah yes, I've got clean nails. I was worried about having like grotty nails. There we go. Whoop. There we go. Yeah, so there's loads. Otherwise, I'll be here for hours if I get every single piece of these packs out, but yeah. Nice little details. I've got some on my Ghost Archipelago terrain, just sort of dotted about. Yeah, that's it. I can't release, because a few people, when I bought the range, although I've obviously added to it a lot, but I bought the range back in last February or something. And then I had quite a few people angry at me, thinking I was going to sit on it forever. Like, why aren't you releasing? Like, I will. So we're releasing it in waves, which is good for you, because otherwise it's God knows how much it would be to buy the entire range at once. So it keeps you excited, keeps me with new releases, and it costs me a fortune to get them remoulded. So I can give you a chunk, you buy them all, and then that money I can then release the next chunk. And I think it's probably about 4 waves of releases for these to get all of the Bristol's original out. But he has been sculpting so much for us as well, so each time we're just adding more in. I really do want to show you this pack, but I can't. I've got to keep your secret. I can whiz it across. Someone's gonna pause. If someone pauses it and zooms in, I'll be well impressed. Right, what else have we got? I'm going to have more coffee before it goes cold. I want to show off my Jigglypuff. Today the Sarissa Fellows are at Hereward show, and they have Bad Squiddo, so on the off chance you're heading off after this, go say hello. My tagline that I've given them is that Dave's alright, he's not as cool as Annie, but he's alright. That's Dave at Sarissa, bless him. So this, I put a post up yesterday, it's just crystals! Hi Ali! Yes Peter, you are correct, it is my favourite word appears to be versatile. Everything is versatile. So some more. So that's a pack of crystals. What else goodies have I got in here? This one I'm strangely excited about. So is this like those videos where kids watch people undo Kinder eggs? What's in the terrain bag? Oh, I've just showed you it now. But I'll get some out because they're stone walls, and again, of all the unusual bits and bobs, you think, nah, stone walls. But damn, they're nice. Perfectly cast. So all these they've all got, what I love about Bristol, he puts these little details in. That's a little gate. Oh. And yeah, you get all of that in a pack. I've no idea how much any of these are going to be yet, because that's part of what we've got to get sorted. I did ponder the crystals in the clear resin, but I'm going to have to see how much they cost and then how much they'll cost in clear, because it's probably quite a lot more. So I'll see what they say. It's worth asking. I asked them a while ago about the resin, the casters. I asked them about the resin that we use, and if we could do cool things, and they said, yep, we can do whatever you want. And so I said, can you do glitter? And there was a tentative we could. And I kind of wanted to do a glittery pink limited edition of Chibi Annie. That'd be amazing. I got one extra thing from this haul, and I didn't know what it was. So the caster said the stuff's coming and there's a surprise mini in it. I was thinking, what do they have that I don't know what they can give me that will be a surprise, unless they're giving me a sculpt or something. And then it came. It's Charles the capybara. Woo! So he has been out for a while, but he's been out of stock for a very long time. Most of my older resin has, as I switched resin casters, and then again everything's had to be remoulded, which is a cost. So I've been doing bits and bobs here and there, but the capybara was on my this needs doing. I haven't got time, and yes, that means that the capybara is remoulded. So I'm assuming around the time all this next load of terrain is out, Charles will be back in stock. He's probably the most requested out of stock item we have. He doesn't have those massive like foot welts. They're just in case you want to peg him or anything. It's easier to add it on. I love him. He's sculpted by Joe Brumby. He's a good lad. So that is all the train excitement to show you. Yeah, there's all the stuff from last week. The desk is full of things. Oh yeah, so when I was over at my parents' house, I went charity shopping to try and find some more blooming cars after I had no luck in Nottingham. So Cars for Gaslands. And I struck gold. So I won't get them all out, don't worry, but I got this massive bag of cars. Loads of them. All the spares I'm going to take to maybe Colours or Chilcon. So once I've picked out the ones I want, I'll do a swap for a coffee or something. But, yeah. Morning, Dale! I think I missed some comments there. Yes, Soviets lurking behind those fences. Little piglets can be, wizards, they're all versatile. I was making gelatinous cubes and adding a drop of pigment. Oh god, I can't click it. A bit of glitter might be worth trying as well. Yes, Michael, you should try glitter in yours and show me the results. Andrew says, someone I work with told me a story about being on holiday and being stunned when they opened their door in the morning and came face to face with a hungry capybara. Oh, that would be amazing. That'd be my dream door opening. They won't eat you, they just want loads of grass and vegetables. This is one of my favourite vans that I've purchased for Gaslands out of just a second-hand charity shop haul. I like this hole because you know I want to add all my guinea pigs in it. Wow, there is so much stuff on this table. Let's have a look. Oh no, Dad's watching. Hello. I'm on the telly. So, what I will be doing when I get a chance, because I've got to have the cars ready pretty soon for the Wargames Illustrated Day. I can't give you quite a little bit of an idea. So here's the cars. So I kind of just want loads of guinea pigs peeking out the side, and that's one of the fellas. Hang on. That's one of the fellas there that's got a piece of tyre armour on. Poster pop guinea pigs. And then where people have been putting conversions to put the guns on top, I'm going to be using these. So obviously magnetise that, do a bit more work, but that's going to look cool, isn't it? This is why I've been excited. I've been looking at all these cars and just seeing guinea pig potential. And there's also, where did I put it? On the stack of things. Oh, where have I thrown this? There it is, there it is. So I've shown you the painted turrets yesterday. Another thing I could, last week, feels like yesterday. So there's bits like this where, oh, sorry, show and tell, where you get the tank with the guinea pig in it. Boop, boop. So I'm taking the top off, and I'll be able to lock and load them onto some of the cars. I'm just using this as an example, probably won't put it onto this one. This is just going to have all the friends hanging out there, all the guinea pigs. But I need to sit and read the book and get some stuff together pretty quickly. But I think, yeah, I might be using something like this too, because I can whack them all on there. But that's going to end up being 1 or 2 evenings of bodging to try and get that ready. So there's some cool cars I got on here. The I like this fella too. It's got a, again, guinea pig on the top potential. So I'm still excited about Gasland. Clink. If anyone would like to tell me the time, just so I can see if I'm going over, because I obviously have a few more little bits and bobs. I bought a monster truck too. But I have so much to do, and I was wondering, why am I messing about with cars? But that's exactly why I should be messing about with cars, because I have so much to do. What is the plan for next week? I don't know. Next week it is colours on Saturday? Yes, colours on Saturday. So is anybody in the comments going to be there? That's in Newbury. That's one of my favourite shows. It's always a super good one. I am glad it's just one day. And it'll be super nice if any of you come down. If anyone wants me to bring spare cars as well, I can do that. And also thanks Dale. Also you can get pre-orders if there's anything in particular you want. That's what I'll do. That's an idea. What clever. I'll get those terrain up on the website, and then I'll let you know when it's up, and then you can do pre-orders, because there's only a limited amount of it at the moment. So if you pre-order it, you can pick it up at Colours. So that'd be a good idea, wouldn't it? And then you won't have to wrestle people. Although I kind of like it when people fight on the stands. So maybe I'll leave some for the scramble. Maybe I'll put mystery bag. Oh, you might have seen it then. I like that. Mystery bag. I probably will bring some stuff to show off. You know I can't keep a secret. If you come and ask me at show, I'll tell you the next 5 years plan. So it's Colours next weekend, Gaslands the weekend after, so that's why I have to get my cards ready and remember how to play. And then the weekend after that is ChillCon. And then I think I have some time off. Not me time off, show time off. But that's quite nice, because free events in a week, in 3 weekends is pretty taxing. I did an interview with Hyde yesterday, and I did that. Then I went to lunch with my friend Ed, and I was kind of dead, and I ended up having to nap loads yesterday, because all that socialising is really hard work, even though I like it, but it's hard work. So I'm pretty impressed that I'm perky for this, to be fair, which is cool. But yeah, 3 weekends of doing things in a row always sort of kills me. So I made I don't want to go into too much, especially with not much time, but I made the announcement the other day that I will not be at Crisis in Antwerp, which is very sad because I love it and I have so much fun every year. But it is a no-go with all the Brexit shenanigans. It just looks like a whole load of stress, money lost, all that sort of thing. For me personally though, so I didn't want to put anybody off going that was thinking of, if you're going as a punter, I'd still go. If you go in as a trader, just have a look and see, because everyone's circumstances are different. If I was a bigger trader, I'd still give it a go. But yeah, just with I keep talking about resources. My resources are me, money, and time, and it will take up quite a lot of those that I could put into something else. You know, like getting all the Kickstarter out before Brexit as well, because who knows what's going to happen. So all of that Kickstarter malark's going to be in your hands, and that's more important to me than messing about with the show. What else have we got? There were questions, and I was an idiot and forgot to go and get them. If anyone could grab them from Baggy's cave, that would be cool. I know one of them was if you had the budget. If time and money wasn't an option, what would you make? And I'll never say that because one day it might be, so I can't give my ideas away. Definitely plastics. I keep wanting to do plastics. On that Henry Hyde interview yesterday, we chat about that quite a lot, and the wanting to do plastics but the not wanting to add lots of plastic into the world conundrum. And I was pretty much saying, I hope by the time I have the money, then someone will have fixed it. It'll be biodegradable or something, maybe. Made out of starch. Edible. I know somebody asked, am I going to do elves? I have no plans for elves at the moment. Sorry about that. Oh yeah, somebody asked about will you be able to get Bad Squiddo in American shops? Yes, almost certainly they have them right now. Because North Star, my distributors, they deal with most of that. So I don't actually know a list of all the shops who actually stock Bad Squiddo, which is quite refreshing because that's it, they have to deal with it. So if you have a local game shop anywhere in the world and you think, I'd love those to stock Bad Squiddo, just get them to get in touch with North Star. The chances are they've already got an account with North Star anyway, and that's really easy. If any confusion over, just pop them to me and I can pop them in the right place. But yeah, even, you know, Brexit, no Brexit, there's still going to be things in shops. The main issue is just the this transition time. So hopefully I'll be able to go to Crisis next year and there'll be a change, obviously, again, without getting too political. Brexit is a huge deal for the country that I'm in, but we're in that transition period where nobody knows what's going on. So hopefully by well, who knows? Hopefully by next year, though, we'll actually know what's happening and then we can just adapt to it. But whilst I don't know, it's all sort of risk land. But yeah, there are the shops outside of the EU that stock our stuff. So there will be shops in the EU that do and will continue stocking as well. So it's just adapting and changing. I don't know exactly what form that'll be in, but it'll still be manageable. We'll always. I'm Bad Squiddo. We adaption is our middle name. What could a radically new Annie Kickstarter be? Girl gangsters, mounted Amazons. Oh, there is a Kickstarter later in the year though, and I can't tell you what it is either. Will you try to bring in Atlantis Wood Elves once they're released, assuming you survive Brexit? Yes. Yes, definitely. I need to sort of increase the Atlantis that I stock, because that's ace. I love his stuff. I think I was saying before that I see him a fair amount anyway, so I can get him to bring up bits and bobs as and when. So that is excellent. I'm trying to think if there's anything major I needed to report. Herod, as always. That's today. So if you're going to that, Peterborough, then there will be Bad Squiddo on Sarissa. If you're ever looking at shows, and I'm not there, but Sarissa Precision are, then go over to them because they'll have my stuff, so you'll get your Bad Squiddo fix. And what else? Yes, somebody mentioned seeing if I can get some traders at Crisis to carry Bad Squiddo, preferably ones that already do. So if you're watching this and you're one of them, give me a shout. And otherwise, I'm going to be hunting them down and seeing. So hopefully, I can make it so that there is Bad Squiddo product at Crisis, just not a me. I did think about flying over for the jollies, but again, it's every bit of time is precious here. So if I was going to have a jolly, I'd kind of like to go. I've been meaning to go to London for ages to look at the war museums, so I'd rather do that than a sort of busman holiday. Now, what time are we on, fellows? Ha! My mum, did you actually make your own coffee? I did. Made it all myself. My mum does make a lot of coffees when she works here. I'm actually thinking about cutting down to 2 coffees a day. A few people have been doing this and I thought it might be good, not sure. Although because I'm in admin paperwork land at the moment, I'm pretty much chain coffeeing, so. See you, Andrew, we're just wrapping up now anyway. See you later. Thanks for coming. Any other questions before I booger off? See if I have anything else to show you. Showed you my cars, showed you the new terrain, showed you Charles. Hello. Oh, there we go. Showed you my monster truck. Haven't shown you the forbidden secret items. If you missed it last week, this is a bit of the cargo. This is coming out, say, whenever I put it on the internet, so hopefully Tuesday evening is my goal. I need to do a newsletter as well. I was thinking of upping my newsletters to more often after chatting to some people. So I'm thinking about doing them every 2 weeks. Sarissa does them once a week, but I don't know if that would kill me, especially doing this. I think 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks, and maybe put a little prize in to get people to read them. I'm on a big push, social media push at the moment, to try and get people to see things, because they all sort of lock down a bit, so I'll also end this with one of those sort of cheesy plugs. That we're on Twitter. If you're on Twitter, it's my favourite place, other than Baggy's Cave, of course. And it's not horrible if you're in the right places. Some parts of it is pretty horrible though. So if you're on Twitter, go follow us. Facebook, obviously, because we're here. But there's a group called Baggy's Cave that you might not be aware of. Just type that into the search. That's our group, and it's the nicest place on Facebook. It is lovely. And you can share your paint jobs, ask questions, show us how your shield maidens are winning at the games. It's just nice. It's a little digital hangout sort of thing. Instagram. I'm well into the Instagram. I figured out how to use stories now as well and put GIFs all over it like I'm 14 or something, so I'm reliving that. But yeah, Instagram for some lovely pictures. I don't post on there as much because it's all about lovely pictures. And the YouTube, which this will eventually be on. I haven't done many pure YouTubes at the moment. I've mostly just been uploading these, but if you get subscribed to all of that stuff, then you'll get some lovely updates when they come in. Be the first to see. And I will be doing a big newsletter push. So if you jump on the website, there's a newsletter sign up form at the bottom. And they're always cool. They're always full of good stuff. And that's why I'm going to be switching to doing them every... either every week or every 2 weeks. So that otherwise, I do them once a month, sometimes even less, and I write this huge, beautiful story, and then it tells me half of you opened it, and I think then the other half of that probably didn't read it all. So if I just do them small and often, like these, then they might go down a bit better. Righty-ho, see you all. I'm off to work. Although my friend got me this t-shirt, so I figured I should show you it. It says Queen off duty, although I'm on duty, but quite like that. Should have put my tiara on as well. Thanks for coming along. Yes, if you've got a moment, just chuck us a follow and subscribe on all those sort of channel-y bits, because that will help, and it's a good way of helping Bad Squiddo without even giving us any money. And then I'll just get the money off you later when I show you all these awesome new bits, and you have to resist. You won't be able to resist, you'll just get it all. Excellent, see you later. Oh yes, so next week's will be just after colours, and I'll tell you all about colours. Brilliant, thank you very much. See you all later. Thanks for coming along, as always. Bye.